So in today's video, there's a couple of things to talk about. One big thing is, of course, rumors, as we always tend to talk about on this channel. And the other thing is basically what's coming next. This is kind of like a Nova preview show, but also like what the hell is coming towards the end of this year, because there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of potential things out there that we could be getting for Warhammer 40,000, Horus Heresy, Old World, everything like that. So let's jump in, let's have a good talk, and let's get waffling. So let's start with the Kill Team stuff, because this week is going to be absolutely massive for Kill Team reveals. This Friday there's going to be a big CGI trailer, which is probably going to show off that rumored Tempestus Scions versus Vespid box set. Then on the Saturday is the actual reveal itself. There is a reveal show that's going to be happening. Of course, I'm going to do a watch along on this channel for those who want to jump in, join the fun, and just see it all as it happens live. But let's talk about the potential of the next big thing. Now, when I've been talking about all this Kill Team stuff, I predicted, I said, you know, I theorized with the so-called Tempestus Scion and Vespid Kill Team that the Kill Teams will all be focused on the air. That was my personal opinion. That's what I wanted. That way they could do maybe Storm Boys, they could do Swooping Hawks, maybe Gargoyles and stuff for Tyranids. But I am actually hearing now more rumors about the next box set for Kill Team that is going to follow this launch box set, which again, hopefully we'll see this week. And that is going to be an Imperium versus Xenos based box set again, but this time it's Orcs who are the Xenos half, and the Imperium half, which we've briefly talked about, is supposed to feature Ogryns. But there's more information about that box set now, and apparently it's supposed to be Ogryns and Ratlings. It's going big and small versus Orcs. Now, this is not flying Kill Teams. You're not going to get Ratlings with like jump packs on, Ogryns with a jump pack. I don't think there's anything powerful really to get an Ogryn into the air. I should know, right? But from what I'm hearing, that this Kill Team is going to be based actually on the ground. So that whole theory of mine of all the Kill Teams and following that set standard of having wings has more or less just been tossed out the window at this point. They can probably just go to any different area. I keep hearing different things about different Kill Team stuff, but again, these are probably rumors for another time and things to talk about, because there's so many, there's just so many voices, there's so many emails, there's so many PMs I'm getting, and there's just so much bizarre stuff that you have to wade through, like Exodites, Grey Knights, Khorne Berserkers, new Space Marine Kill Teams. There's just so much bloody stuff there, and you have to try and like get the good stuff maybe, or like the stuff that seems logical rather than the stuff that seems absolutely insane. But going back to the main subject, apparently the next Kill Team box set is going to feature Ratlings, brand new Ratling sculpts, snipers, Ogryns versus armored Orcs, all on the ground, all on feet, no flying stuff at all. I'm not sure if there's going to be like new terrain in that box or anything like that, but I am hearing it's supposed to be 2 brand new model sets. Again, 2 brand new model sets, not just 1 upgrade set and then 1 as a brand new model set. 2 upgrade sets, 1 Orcs and 1 Imperium, Ratlings and Ogryns. Now, one of the big things I want to talk about is what's going to happen at Nova. That's if we actually get a reveal show at Nova itself. I'm sure we will. Nova is a massive event. I don't think they've never done a Nova reveal show, but when we look at some of the stuff that we're probably going to get before that, for example, all the Blood Angel stuff, as I'm recording this now, has more or less been seen. Maybe the Combat Patrol has not been seen at this point. Again, as I'm recording this right now, by the time Nova comes along, we would have seen all the Kill Team stuff, so it opens the door now, like, what for Warhammer 40,000 is going to be shown there? What potentially, if they do Kill Team, is going to be shown there? Actually, I don't think they will do Kill Team, but what's going to be shown at this event? I have a big hint that, of course, it's going to be AOS, because AOS has just launched a new edition, so we're going to get a bunch of more AOS stuff. I do think Warhammer 40,000 is going to be there. We'll circle back to that in a second, because there's just so much potential in that. I think Horus Heresy could be on the cards as well. I think some skirmish games, like maybe Necromunda, could make a nice little reveal there. I've been hearing some stuff about that, and hopefully some new models that people are hoping for could go into that. Maybe stuff like Warcry could like take the center stage, and of course Warhammer, the old world. Everyone keeps talking about it. We want more new models, we want more new reveals for it. So there's so much stuff that can happen. I want to start with Warhammer 40,000 because this, to me, this could go left or right. Like, towards the end of this year, I think it's going to be quite exciting for Warhammer 40,000. And I know we've been discussing models recently, like what they've done with the Sanguinary Guard. I've already done a video about that, which I haven't uploaded on the channel as of yet. That should be coming out tomorrow, talking about Games Workshop's, let's just say, design choices for some of the new models. But we'll go into that later on. I know a lot of people are very unhyped at this whole 10th edition at the moment. The circle of people that I normally play in have really just gone to other games or are taking a little break at the moment because they don't feel as friendly with Warhammer 40,000. They're kind of bored of the rule set. They're just not getting fun out of it. The only thing that's keeping them in 40k is simply some of the model releases or the potential future of the model releases. I know before we've talked about on this channel about the Imperial Guard and stuff like that. I'm still taking it. Again, this is my personal opinion. I still personally think that the Imperial Guard are going to be coming sometime next year. I know people have asked me about like Eldar stuff. I still think that's next year. The Emperor's Children stuff is the big one. I still think that is going to be next year. I think if I was a betting person, and again, I'm terrible at betting, I would probably say we're going to end this year with one Xenos release and one Chaos release. And I personally think the Chaos release could be the Thousand Suns, because that way, that could maybe kind of be like a cross-marketing with Space Marine 2, because I know that they're in that game and they're the main bad guys in that game. And I also think we've seen some rumor teases for Votann as well. I don't know if you want to class Votann as Xenos. I class them as Xenos, right? They're not humans, they're abhumans. I don't know, right? The template inside of me wants to purge them. So I think maybe just to end this year, we could get something like a Votann / Chaos Space Marine Thousand Sun release. That way, maybe Chaos gets some love and some Xenos players get some love as well. In terms of models, your guess is as good as mine. We've been talking on this channel now for the past 6 to 12 months about this so-called Votann Range 2 or Part 2 release of their models, and hopefully they get a lot more stuff added to that range. For Thousand Suns, absolutely no idea. Another Sorcerer on a disc, a Zangor on a disc. Like, what do the Thousand Suns need? Thousand Sun players, tell me what you want. What model is wanted among your community? I think one of the interesting things, if the Thousand Suns do release this year, maybe that will put to bed the rumor of Chaos Demons losing their codex, because something that we have been talking about, something that we have heard, is that apparently Chaos Demons are losing their codex, and that the God-aligned demons are going to be going into Chaos Space Marine codexes. So, for example, Zinch would get, the Thousand Suns would get all the Zinch stuff, the World Eaters would get all the Khorne stuff, the Nurgle stuff would go into the Death Guard, and the Slanesh stuff eventually would go into the Emperor's Children Codex whenever that drops. But then that raises questions like, well, what happens to Bellicor? Because Bellicor is no one, well, he's someone, but you know, he doesn't belong to a certain god. He's in it for himself. Like, where would he fall then? There's questions like that. I kind of don't want to believe that, because I love that people have their own codexes, because you get a bunch of lore in there and it's fun leading the lore and hopefully some new stories and everything like that. So again, I'm hoping that rumor's not true, and everyone gets the codex that they deserve. I think one of the big things that we could potentially get at Nova is the Horus Heresy. I do love the Horus Heresy. I'm a massive fan of the Horus Heresy. Even though I don't play the game, I love the lore, I love the stories around it. It's literally like the best place if you're a Space Marine fan, because there's literally legions of Space Marines, there's Primarchs leading them, all the heroes that the chapters were then founded from are all there, they're all present, it's like their main story arcs and stuff like that. So I absolutely adore the Horus Heresy. We've just had the plastic AdMech box, and I do think like the rumors surrounding that are going to go forward and connect with the other rumors, which were plastic knights as well. We've had a couple of plastic knights from the Horus Heresy, and the Questorus knights were rumored and stuff, so maybe that could be like the second part of plastic stuff coming, and that goes with all the AdMech stuff that we've already had. Of course, the main rumor at the moment that everyone's talking about, well, the main Horus Heresy channels, is the new edition of the Horus Heresy. Apparently that box set is going to be Salamander / Iron Warrior themed. I think it's, what is it? Is it Istam themed box set, which again is plausible because the Iron Warriors are the ones that launched all the nukes against the Salamanders and erased Vulcan and more or less his legion on that planet. So yeah, maybe we could get like a nice little narrative box out of that. There's been some evidence with new decals for the Iron Warriors and Salamanders as well that points to that direction. The rumor was that the box set was going to be wholly Mark II Praetor, Mark II troops, Saturnine Terminators, a Saturnine Dreadnought in that box as well, and supposedly a big old gun emplacement, a new weapon type of gun emplacement, if that makes sense. I don't know what that absolutely could be. I'll leave the guesses up to the more senior Horus Heresy players in the comment section. So maybe some hints towards that, maybe even the reveal of that. Personally, I don't think they would do that this early. If anything, Games Workshop loves to end the year with box sets. Around November time, we always get some type of specialist box set, and maybe it could be that new edition of the Horus Heresy. I would argue maybe it could be something to do with Warhammer 40,000, and it could be. Maybe it could be the Imperial Guard, the Krieg plastic box set, or the Krieg refresh that we keep hearing about. Maybe it could be the Eldar stuff with the new aspects and stuff like that, and you know, everything, like the Phoenix Lords and everything that we've talked about with that kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to get at is that they always trying to end the year around November time with a limited edition box set. We've seen it now with the Black Templars, we've seen it with the Sisters of Battle, the Votan, with the Dark Angels last year? Would the Dark Angels do it, or was that before that? I'm not too sure. But they've been a lot of limited edition box sets around that time, and then it goes on to December, and we get all the Christmas box sets. That's all revealed to us, and people go and spend all their money on that. So I do think around November time, something big is coming with a box set, even it be 30k or 40k. One of the big things I'm loving at the moment is the old world, just reading all the new lore and just seeing everyone's new armies and stuff. It's taking me back to like the days when I was a kid and, you know, first dabbling into Warhammer and stuff like that. I've personally started a dwarf army because they best represent my play style. All the guns, all the cannons, all the DACA, shoot everything, right? Basically Space Marines, but you know, they've got no knees. So yeah, I'm massively looking forward to that. I know just recently, I think today, well, it's not today, it's technically yesterday, but today, because, you know, I'm recording this video in the early morning. They just announced that Chaos are supposed to be next on pre-order. Apparently no new models coming with Chaos, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I was hoping Chaos we're going to get some awesome centerpiece like warriors and everything. But the rumor was at the time, when we were talking about this, again, going back, was Chaos were going to be partnered with High Elves. And High Elves are one of the factions I absolutely adore in Warhammer the Old World. So now that we've seen that article with all that Chaos stuff in there, I'm hoping now maybe Nova gives us a slight little tease of the High Elves, maybe a new High Elf Lord on a dragon or something like that. Just something cool, something centerpiece, something that's going to absolutely rock people's minds, because I do think Old World is gaining more and more traction. I think more and more people are playing it, more and more people are enjoying it, more people just going back and buying stuff, you know, saying, hey, I used to play this back in the old days, let's roll some dice again, let's have some fun. And I think Games Workshop, if I'm not mistaken, I've noticed that, I think they said it actually in the report that, you know, Warhammer Fantasy is definitely caught the eye of some of the old gamers, and they're getting back into the Games Workshop's products. So if they've noticed it, then they've got to start pumping out products to sell more to people, because, you know, Games Workshop likes money. Who would have thought it, right? A business likes money. Anyway, Chaprunios, this video is nearing 60 minutes of me just absolutely waffling. Need to go back and edit some of the stuff out and double check it and stuff like that. I just wanted to sit down and just talk Warhammer. I'm looking forward to Nova. Again, if we do get a Nova show, we should know this Sunday. I'm hopefully putting this video out on a Wednesday, so hopefully the Sunday coming, if you're watching this actually on the Wednesday day, we should maybe get like an announcement or them talking about it, or maybe it's going to be the Sunday after that, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But hopefully we get an announcement and we get to see what's being shown off there, and then I can do another type of these videos giving my hopes and predictions, what I'd love to see and everything like that, because yeah, we need a reveal show, right? Technically we are getting one soon for Kill Team, but we need a bigger reveal show, even more reveals after reveals after reveals. This is what we love to see. This is what we love, right? We're Warhammer fans. We just love seeing models, collecting models, painting them and staring at them like weirdos in our cabinets. But that's enough waffling for me. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. If you got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below. I'm giving a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See you. Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you're in the world. And bye-bye.